Hey, we are live and welcome to. Actually, Amrika, do we have a name for this show? Like, what do we
No,
call?
we don't. We should
Yeah,
have it. The
I don't.
magic duos.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
It's Mike
it's
and Enrica here chatting about
and
TPT.
yeah, nothing else, nothing more. Just a way to improve our sales on TPT. Just things that we try, that we experiment. Mike says it's science. I don't know if it's science or if we are only crazy, but we love doing what we do, and so we just play with data and we play with our products on TPT. We try to find a way to crack the code, and sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't.
All
It's
right.
part of the game.
It is part of the game. Last time there was a question, um, and I don't really know what the question is. Okay, so I like, I
Do
love,
you want me to read the question?
um, well, it's okay. So I just, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, I published a video about some of the reasons behind the free tool. And thank you to all of you who have been sharing it with others or asking questions. I like this idea about many newer TPT sellers are working with limited budgets. So free tools like this really help us out. So I love that. Thank you for publicly leaving a comment either for or against. It's all part of the discussion. But what question, Enrique, did you want to address from here?
Oh
Because
yeah,
there's a few things.
Paula asked about if we consider lowering our prices, and if we offer new products for free or at a discount for limited time.
Okay.
And I think that this question is the one that I feel more comfortable answering because I do it. I do lower the price. Uh, Often to $1 every time I post a new product. And I swear it's for 24 hours and I always forget, so I leave it for a week or so. And then I remember that I have to raise my price. I think it's a good way to boost a new product because, TPT looks at the views and sales and all this stuff. So if you lower your price for 24 hours and the product starts selling, then your resource will show up in the search engine and it's easy for it to gain traction. That's it.
Can I
No
can I
other reason.
ask you about Enrique? Because I know that you do dollar sales as part of those Facebook.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah,
Can
yeah,
you show
yeah.
us an example of a product? Because I know in the past you and I have chatted, and you were sharing about
Mhm.
how it sort of gets to the top of the list, and then it just sort of shares that.
Yeah,
Can you give us an
I'm
example
gonna
of that?
share. Okay, if I look for order of operations
Are
of
there many
TPT.
different groups that do dollar sales? Like I'm not part of
Yeah,
that.
there are a lot of groups that do dollar sales. The trick is to find. Here it is. It's somewhere here. Here. This resource has a conversion rate that is around 30%.
Three
So
zero?
it's yes.
Okay.
So it's huge. And last time I did a dollar sale, it sold like 200 times in 2 days, and it had a good boost. It's already one of my bestseller beside the how can I say, beside the dollar sales.
Do you
But I like to use it every
do you,
time.
do you have a copy of the Google Sheet tool, like just so that we can see the conversion rate for this one?
Yes, I think I have. I have the old version,
That's okay.
but
And
okay, here it is, but I need to change my screen share because I'm
okay.
sharing only. So
So
here I am.
while she's doing that, the reason why I ask is because one of the challenges with the TPT data that you get when you download it is that it's lifetime, right? It shows you the lifetime statistic for something. So it doesn't show you, like, I'm curious to see. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Can you I'm just going to
It's by earning, no by units sold, no TPT product stats,
there you go.
and uh, page views. Here it is. It's this one. So I'm
Where
gonna make it red so everybody can see it. Okay.
do you know how to sort it by conversion rate?
Yes, I think I do. Uh, Again is in Italian,
So for us, it's data, I think, and then
and yeah,
I think it's order at the top.
or the yeah,
You might have to select the
uh,
whole thing because it's not asking you
yeah,
in a
because
row.
it
There you go.
was
So
confusing.
Control Alt to select the entire table, and then click on data, and then there's
Yeah,
advanced orders, and then set the heading.
then
Then we're going to sort by
conversion.
conversion in reverse Z to A
Yeah,
order. There we go. And then if you
here it
scroll to the
is.
top, did we lose it?
Nope. Where is conversion? Oh, it's something. Okay, here it
Oh yeah,
is.
because there's a bunch of nothings. So we'd have
Okay, so
okay, but interestingly, that's not your highest converting.
no, but the other ones, I think the reason why the other ones have so high conversion is that I have really few page views. I
Right,
think if these products were seen, I would have a lot of sales because you can see that people liked it. But um, again, as we said, I don't remember if it was last week or the ones
right,
before. If you don't have enough views, there is no point in looking at conversion.
right.
So,
You're right because and that's true outside in the real world. Like if your numbers are low, then it's hard to know if something is working. But
yeah,
I yeah, so that I agree with you. I have a couple of products where like a 75% conversion rate. It just means that the people who saw it, that was exactly what they wanted, right?
yeah,
And so just it's a
exactly.
question of
Because, I had 3 sales, but 4 people viewed it. So
yeah.
almost everybody, that's
So
it.
so the challenge with this is so on that red line that you have, the conversion rate is I can't actually see it because it's dark red,
Oh, yeah.
but that's
Sorry.
over the lifetime, right? Like we're not able
Yeah,
to see the conversion rate how it is like now after that sale. Like you'll never
yeah.
know the true conversion rate of this because we did
Yeah,
this
but
strategy to get so many more people.
if it sell like 200 times in 2 days, it
Right.
means that it works.
Okay.
That's it.
So I'd like to. I'm just going to put back the question here because I have a question here, and I've never lowered my price. I have lowered my prices. Back in, you know how like TPT only recently changed it so you couldn't drop the 50% trick, like
Yeah.
the limit on the bundles. They've gotten rid of that, which is awesome. Thank you, Team TPT. You rock. But okay, so Enrica, what do people say in TPT land about when you should lower your price?
Oh, okay. In TPT land, they say that you should lower your price when your conversion rate is below 4%. I don't do it.
Okay,
Honestly, I don't lower my price because I think that my products are priced fairly, and so I don't think I have products that are below. All my conversion rates are pretty high, as you can see, but obviously I have something that doesn't do well, but I don't change it because I believe in what I did, and my choice of pricing a product is not on the time that I put on creating it. Also, because I almost only create digital resources, so they take a lot of time. It's time consuming to create an escape room, or
right.
way more than a worksheet. That's. But I use them in my classes, and if it takes around one period for me is $3.
One
So
period to teach, to use the
yeah,
lesson. Is that right? Yeah.
if I use an entire lesson,
Right.
it around $3. Then if it's an escape room that is really more complex and it might be 4 for $50, but not more.
Okay.
But
So
I don't lower a price below, except for printables that are worksheet that's, they are not difficult to create.
can I ask you, Enrica, and other people who are watching now or in the future, okay, so I get the idea that there's this idea in TPT land that if your conversion rate is low, it's because people aren't buying your stuff. It's too expensive, and therefore you should lower the price. But if I lower the price, I'm not going to see a change in the data for a while because it's an average of the whole thing, isn't it? Like, so
Yeah.
so what do people in TPT land say about that? Like, how long, if I drop my price, I might not see a change in that conversion rate for a while because of the data that's been there in the past. So what do
Yeah.
TPT's people say?
They don't say anything about that.
Okay.
Or at least I didn't understand what they say because, I'm not English and
Right.
sometimes I might not understand properly.
Okay. So basically, um, just the idea that it has to, the data is just averaged out over the long period of time. So if it's been around
Yeah.
for a while and you do a change, you may not see a change at all. And I think that you can only change right now on TPT is if you have a CSV from today and a CSV a month ago and a CSV in the future in a month, and
Yeah.
you can calculate that.
You have to download CSV
Yeah,
often, at
yeah,
least once a month.
yeah. To be able
What
to do
I
that,
do is raise my prices.
you do
That I do if, I don't do it for the ones that you saw, for example,
right.
because I know I run dollar deals, and so I know that my conversion rate is somehow not true because a lot of people buy it when there is a dollar deal, so it's like inflated by that. But
Yeah,
if I have a regular product that goes over 25% and it really has a lot of views and I see that it's really trending, I
right.
try with like 25 cents going
Like,
up and see what
increase that.
happens.
Yeah. So I wish TPT data we could set it by time periods, like compare it
Yeah.
before this period and after this period. So maybe that's something we should put in the Google Sheet tool. So something that I find interesting, I talked about this on in the last video that I published, but this idea about value, right? Because if what basically other TPT sellers are saying is, oh, if your conversion rate is low because people don't think it's worth the value, then they're saying decrease the price so that people will buy it. And then it's like a no-brainer to buy. Whereas I would say increase the value of it because the price
Yeah.
that you set, I think, sets an expectation about there's a reason why it's $1, or like why if it's only $1, why is it only $1? If it's $80, why is it $80? And there's perception of value depending on how much you charge for something. But how would you know it, what do other people say to price their thing? Like $3, like how do you say, I know Enrica, you say if you would spend a period on it, then it's worth $3, right?
Yeah.
So then that's worth it to you. Do you think other teachers feel the same way, like where you're at? Would they spend $3?
I I think so because I buy it. So
Right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so I guess the question for the audience then, as we wrap things up, is how how much would you pay for a one period lesson, right? As opposed to
yeah.
how do you charge things? Because some people charge it based on how many slides or how many pages or how long they
Yeah,
work
I
for it.
think maybe in the past. Right now, there is no point in, uh, you know, I don't know. We are having comments in.
Are we really? We are.
Yeah, but I'm not sure they are real comments
Yeah. Well, Beth
or.
Steele says, I love what you're doing. Keep going. Thanks. And
Thanks.
random
We love
people are like,
it.
oh. which is awesome that people are watching by. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And you
sorry,
know,
go ahead.
it's not how many slides or how many questions there are in, in a product, is the value that has in your class. Is it not correct? For me, it's something that is really important. I want to buy something and
Yeah,
then share the link with my student, and my students are able to use it.
right.
I don't want to spend hour preparing for it or explaining stuff to
Because
them.
that's what value is for you.
Yeah, for
Right.
me is that. For me, value is that the product is self-checking, so I don't have to spend afternoons by grading it or by checking it.
Right.
The fact that the kids are able to work by themselves, self-paced on it, and that's what's value is for me, is not what is for someone else, but I think I will find my buyers that are looking for the same thing that I look for in my
Mhm.
classes. Yeah, that's it.
I think so. I think it's like finding people who are like you and then figuring
Yeah,
out how to sell and communicate to that. So thanks for the awesome question, Paula. And anyone else who's watching this, if you agree or
yeah.
disagree and you want to leave a comment, we'd love to address it or talk about it. Any last thoughts, Enrica, before we jump off the call?
Oh, happy Halloween.
Yes, happy
And
Halloween.
for
Let's celebrate.
everybody watching in the other part of the world, I have to say tomorrow is a holiday for me, and I'm
Yeah.
really enjoying this thought because I need it.
Enrica and I were chatting, and it's funny because her time zones are different. Like her daily
Yeah.
activities are different from me right now, and we've never gotten a holiday right after Halloween. But yours is because of all day or yours
Yeah,
is
it's not a Halloween
yeah,
holiday. It's All Saints. It's like a religious thing, and it's we always have had it. We have the 1st of November and the 8th of December, 2 days spot in the middle of the week that
right.
we are home, and everything is it's a national holiday, so everybody's at home.
My favorite part is actually chatting with Enrica live. But I think my favorite part is actually chatting with other TPT sellers
Yeah.
because it's such a weird thing to do, right? Like no other teacher you probably know in your school does this. So thank you for watching. I hope that brings I hope you
Yeah,
feel like you're connecting
I'm
with people.
really excited. For me, it's evening, and I'm pretty tired because I had my day in school, my day with everything else. But I'm always so excited to be here and to chat with you. It's something that brighten my day.
Awesome. Have a great day, everyone, and
Okay,
we'll see you next time.
bye, ciao.
Bye. And see, I need the time. Oh, wait, no, I have a button. Oh, see, I don't know where that brand button is. This is why people have people behind the scenes. Here we go.